Alright, we're here today with the Pro Here gel ear pads for the Walker's earmuffs. Walkers are actually some of my favorite earmuffs. I have the your typical Walker's Razor over here, good earmuffs, and then I have the Walker's Digital Quad Connect Bluetooth earmuffs, which are actually my favorite Walkers. The gel pads, I have a new set to go on the Razor. I've already got a set on my Quad Connects here, and I want you to see the difference in the thickness of these pads. I like Walkers, but sometimes I wear hearing protection for hours on end. I mean, I'm talking 4 or 5 hours. I'll end up wearing these earmuffs, and they start hurting my ears, or they always did start hurting my ears. But if you can see, the difference in the pads, these both had the same pads from the factory, and if you can see how these have just distorted after wearing them a while. Now my students wear the Razors and I wear the Quad Connects, because on the shooting range, typically with a student qualifying with what I do, these are fine by themselves. You know, they've got like 25 decibel reduction. Where these have 27 decibel reduction, but they have 9 times amplification, and I can put my 33 foamies, my earplugs, in under these, amplified at 9 times. I can still hear them, and then it gives me upwards of, I believe, 38. It's not you know 50 or anything. It might be 40, but it's not a total of 50. It might be about 38 to 40 reduction, which is perfect. I have an private indoor range, so that's perfect. And I'll do that in another video of why I like these the best. These are my favorite Walkers, but I'll just look at the difference on the thickness in that. If you order a set of Walkers, or if you have a set of Walkers, order some of these Pro Here gel ear pads. I put them on these, and my ears have not hurt. It gave me just that extra room in there. And it doesn't bind up on my ears. And one of the reasons it didn't hurt them at first, but I believe one of the reasons it started hurting them is, if you can see how wore in these are. These were the same way. It's a little bit, but they were actually about more like that until I pulled them off of each other, and they started puffing back out. So when you start wearing them, they puff in, so that causes it to hit your ear. And we'll take them out. I'm going to put a link in the description. I got these off Amazon both times. I just reordered it, same place, off Amazon. And it's got instructions on how to do it. The instructions are not very clear though, so I'm going to show you how to change them out here in a minute. But I want you to see, let's see if we can see a depth difference. That's a huge depth difference. Visually it's not that much, but it is a lot, and it's all the way around to where these, you can see where they distort down in, and it's just not as deep, especially where it wears and it pushes in. It's just not, these do not do that. These are so comfortable. If you have Walkers or any other earmuffs for that matter, they make these for a lot of different kinds actually. Get you some of these Pro Here gel pads. Again, I'm going to put the link down in the description. So I'm going to set these to the side. I'm going to set this to the side as well. Now, their description of how to do this is kind of, I don't know, for me it wasn't very straightforward. But you can see this is where they connect at. So this, in essence, is going to end up being black. I don't know that they come any other color, like they're not going to match. But you just take your screwdriver and you get it down in there, and then you just pop them off, just like that. So if you see, basically you can see real well, this is how they pop off. So you can just see that little line right here. This is where they pop off at. And then you just take your new ones and you literally just sit it on in the same place right here. So I had to go off camera to snap that in because I had to pull it off camera anyway, and you really got to get it set in there. I'm going to try to do this next one on camera. Let's take it off, and I'm going to try to get it. I don't know that I can. It takes a little bit of effort. Coming off is very easily done. So alright, so I've got this other you've got to get one side set. Alright, so we've got this one side set in. Alright, so we've got the back set. And you got to kind of walk it around without the back popping out. Okay. Everything but this side is in. That's in. Alright, so you can see how firmly they placed down in there. Now, I want you to look how much thicker that is from before. Before with these are so thin. It is unreal of actually how much thinner these are. And when you put these on, they are amazingly comfortable. You can wear these for a lot longer with these gel pads. It literally makes night and day difference on the walkers for sure. I can't speak for any of the others. I own some other earmuffs, but all the electronic ones except for a cheap pair that I'm not even going to go over because I don't even recommend are walkers. I have 3 sets of walkers. I have I believe it's the Walker's Game Ear, which is in my truck. And then I have these 2 sets that I keep in the shooting range for students and for me. But yeah, if you've got the walkers and you want to up your level of comfort, go to the Pro Here for the walkers. It's the GEP04, but this is night and day difference. If you haven't ever tried them, they're cheap. I think they're shipped to your door from Amazon for under 18 bucks. I think it's like $17.50 or we'll say $18. I don't think it's quite 18 bucks. But an $18 addition to your earmuffs is going to make night and day difference in comfort. I don't believe it does anything for decibel ratings. It keeps the same decibel rating. I don't think it gives you any more or any better decibel. But what it has done with me, a lot of times, because you can see how it's grooved in right here, I just had to keep moving. You know, I'd have to adjust every few shots. I'd have to keep adjusting so sound wouldn't seep in here, because sound would start seeping in. And I've wore these for a little bit now, and there's none of that. I mean, I'm talking literally none of that. So if you're having problems with your walkers or any other earmuffs that these are offered, you can go check out the Pro Here gel ear pads for whatever. I don't know who all they make them for. I do know they make them for walkers and others. But if you're getting this in your walkers pads, this is allowing sound to go through it. And if you're hearing a difference and your earmuffs aren't working as well, get some of these gel ear pads. This literally makes a world of difference. It really does over the factory gel ear pads. So yeah, if you're looking for something that will up the game on your electronic earmuffs especially, check these out. Pro Here gel ear pads. Please like, subscribe, and comment on this video below. Thanks.